Alright guys, so this is it. This is the last setup for the Mastercam certification part. I'm going to break this last setup, setup 6, down into 2 videos because there's a lot of stuff I need to go over and I want to make sure you guys get it right. So in this first video I'm going to go over how to cut this part of the off the L and this part off, and then how to cut the L. So first what you need to do is, like every other setup, make sure you go to WCS and you make setup 6 your active setup. Then go to Machine Group, Groups, New Toolpath Group, name it Setup 6. Alright, so what you guys need to understand before we begin anything is, like Setup 5 with the extended geometry on the overhang, is that we need to make some extended geometry on the L. If you go to the Google Docs, you'll see that the extended geometry goes from the back of the L, goes 0.25 up and 0.25 down, and then it goes across 1. So we're going to do that now. We're going to select line, go from the top line right here, make sure you have vertical selected, and we're going to make it 0.25. Then we're going to come down here to the bottom, select the line, make it 0.25. Then switch to vertical, go across, make it 1, apply, select the top line, make it 1, hit apply. So now you have your geometry so you can make your open pocket for the left side of the L. So what you're going to do first is you're going to go to Toolpaths and you're going to hit pocket. Now when it asks the chain, if you don't know the chain, go to the Google Docs. It tells you chain 1 is down here, chain 2 is part of the L, and chain 3 is the top. So that's chain 1, chain 2 is right here, and that's chain 3. Hit check. The tool for this one is going to be the 1/2 flat end mill. So if you don't have it, go to select library, filter, make sure flat is selected, hit OK, and look for it. It should be tool 239. Hit check. Cut parameters, make sure your pocket type is open and you have the box that says use open pocket cutting methods checked. Roughing, double check the Google Docs. It says don't touch it, so don't touch it. Entry motion off, finishing on or off, depending if you want it on or if you want it off. Lead in, lead out off, and depth cuts, let's double check. Depth cuts on. Linking parameters, let's go to the Google Docs because it tells you everything. The retract, make sure it's an absolute, don't touch it. Feed plane, make sure it's an incremental, don't touch it. Top of stock, which is the top of your part, don't touch it, make sure it's at 0, 0. And the depth in this case is going to be negative 0.08 absolute. Make sure you have that. Negative 0.08 absolute. Hit check, and the blue bacon should appear. Let's check that. That's looking really nice. So for the next one, again, because I know you all love making extended geometry, we're going to make more extended geometry. We're going to go down from the fillet on the L, across, and then back up to the top of the overhang. So let's do that now. Let's select the line. We're going to go down. Let's see how much we're going down by. Down by 0.25. So there you go. Then we're going to go horizontal. We're going to go across. Google Docs again. 0.687. Right there. Apply. And then we're going to go vertical again, all the way to the top of this overhang. Right here. Hit apply and then check. So now you have your extended geometry for the right side of the L. So the chain in this case, you're going to go from the top of the L down, through the curve in the fillet, over on the L, all the way down to the first extended geometry, over on the second, and all the way up to the top of the overhang on the third. So let's select that now. We're going to create a new toolpath and we're going to make it another pocket. Alright, so for the chain, top of the line here, through the curve. Make sure for this you select the entire line. This line right here, zoom out. The extended geometry, and then the top of the overhang to there. Hit check. Your tool is going to be the 1/2 flat again. The cut parameters open and use open pocket cutting methods. Roughing don't touch. Entry motion lead in, lead out, and finishing you can turn off. Again, finishing you can leave it on if you need to. Lead in, lead out, turn off. Depth cuts leave on. Linking parameters, the same thing. -0.08 absolute. Hit check. Run them both to compare them. Make sure you did it correctly. And make sure they come out even. If they don't come out even, try changing the depth from incremental to absolute. That's probably the problem. I've had that problem before. So for the last part of this video, we're going to do the L. So pretty much all you have to do, it's pretty simple. Toolpaths, contour. The chain is going to be the exact same chain as this pocket, except you're going to stop here, not include the extended geometry. So you're going to go down, select the fillet curve, the entire line here, that line, and you're done. Hit check. The tool in this case is going to be the 1/8 flat end mill right there. Cut parameters. Make sure you set the direction to left. Depth cuts and lead in, lead out off. Linking parameters. Linking parameters, the depth is going to be -0.08 absolute. Everything else stays the same. So you can just hit check. So run everything, make sure you did it all correctly. Again, you might have this little lip. That's a simple issue of quality and tool tolerance. Like I said, to see it correct, just add the extra 0 there, hit check, and run it. And the little lip should disappear. Should be nice and flat, no lip. Alright guys, so those were the first 3 toolpaths of setup 6. In the next video, I'm going to finish up the certification part, and you'll be done with your toolpaths, and you can say you've actually built this certification part from start to finish.